Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is your boy Uber here, coming at you guys with another edition of some good old-fashioned Crusader Boys Entertainment provided streams. Nick still unavailable, so you guys are stuck with me again. But either way, thank you much to Dre for running production. I'm Uper. We are on the Carolina Reapers Twitch, but you can see my jank sheet here. We got the map set for today, so if we want to load up the maps and modes. So Carolina is going up against LARP Esports, round 2 winners. So for the maps today, we have Scar Hardpoint, so we're going to be rolling into another Scar again. Raid, Search and Destroy, so that's always going to be good. But then, unfortunately, my unfortunate thing is we have Trips for Den. So Den Overload confirmed, and then obviously, depending on how the series go, maps 4 and 5, Den Hardpoint and Den Search and Destroy. So we're going to be having a lot of Den potential here if this match does go the distance. And fun fact, whoever does win this matchup is going to be moving on to winners finals, which is going to be tomorrow. So whoever ends up losing this one is going to have to go through the gauntlet of the lower bracket. So we're going to be loading into Scar Hardpoint here in just a jiffy. And here we are. Look at that. Boom. Tied it up beautifully. So here we go, everybody. Carolina Reapers on the left. LARP Esports on the right. And opening break going to be, well, let's see, a Siege from LARP. Go Codcasters, nice and pretty. That's always a good deal. Here we go. So the NPCs really coming out to play LARP Esports. Getting the first initial points, but it's going to be green in the feed. And right now, Carolina Reapers forcing an early lead change. 20 seconds remaining on this P1. LARP Esports just looking for something to try to get inside of that hill. Now, the big thing is you're not really playing for P1. You're playing for P2. Right, and so right now, Spawn's definitely favoring Carolina Reapers, at least at the moment. You have a lot of gunfights going down over by P1, but with the P2 set to come up here, BG, unfortunately, BG not able to get the kill, and finally does get traded out, so LARP Esports, unfortunately, still trying to get inside of that hill, but a huge opportunity here for LARP, as Spawn's now going to be in their favor. See BG completely running right past Tor from LARP. So BG able to get behind enemy lines just for a moment. You do have some reinforcements coming in from Sirens and Furo. But right now, definitely Furo locking it down, getting a 2 streak. BG finding the 3rd. Last man standing is going to be number 5, Kryn of LARP. Now begins the mad dash to the P3. BG going to be by himself here for a moment. Oh, and he's going to get taken out. Reinforcements, unfortunately, not available. So Sirens going up through white wall, finds one. Ant going to try to take him down. He does. Siege getting double, man, he's getting double stunned and everything. LARP still firmly on the hill, but you have a flank coming in from Frio alongside BG, and so Spawns 4P4 going to be in favor of Carolina. One wrong move, though, and that's going to be it, but still nothing but purple in the feed. LARP getting those critical kills, spawning out as well, so LARP, huge 20 here for this P3, and then now spawning out Carolina. Carolina looking to do what happened to them from LARP, and looks like they're going to be remotely successful. Tor in the way back spawn, going to get spotted, taken out. That's your anchor player getting taken down. So Carolina Reapers now back in the driver's seat for spawns for this P4. We're going to do some listen-ins potentially here for the second set once we get into that. Unless we really see some pretty crazy stuff happening here momentarily, but for the most part, I'd like to try to give it at the first set. Firo, though, for Carolina Reapers, absolutely, he is pulling out the blitzkrieg plays at the moment. I mean, 12 and 5 with the 3 streak, so right now, Firo gunning like crazy. Probably doesn't want to have to deal with the lower brackets, so if there's a time to go balls to the wall and put your nuts on the line for everything, this is the time to do it. Firo, though, still bobbing and weaving, making that NPC dance in his hands, and that is going to be a clean 4 down. So Carolina now giving up the scrap time. Carolina looking to set up on this P5. Louis just decided to do some pretty... Oh my god, how did Louis even get that kill? Holy mackerel. Still, you have number 3 Sirens. AR player for Carolina hanging out in the back. Oh, BG with a huge double from top green. 3 HP to his name. Starting to push out a little bit more. Get a little bit more aggressive. You just don't want to push up too much, though. You can see numbers 2 and 3 anchoring pretty decisively there. Firo on the push, or on the flank, rather. Gunfights going up on top green. Oh, BG finds one. Looking for the second. Reinforcements on the way. Firo Sirens and Firo again. Clean 4 down. Number 6 from Siege going to be the one to push up and shop. So Firo right now having an absolute bang out map 1. 21 and 7 with a 6 streak. So getting pretty close to that Hellstorm missile. And he looks like he did get it, so that's going to be a big game changer. So what we're going to do, we're actually going to check in with the side of Carolina Reapers for a listen-in. Right now, those comms have probably got to be flowing. Their gameplay certainly is. So let's go in with the listen-in with Carolina Reapers.
Satellite. Satellite. Dead. Satellite dead.
Dead. I'm blocking white wall. You guys are good.
I'm pushing up stores so they spawn deeper.
Go top green, absolute. 2 green.
2 overload. 2 overload.
1 P5, 1 top green, going front.
I got naded. I'm one shot.
I have
your OB.
yeah, white wall.
Have a street, guys.
Overload trailer now. Trailer, store.
Absolute, bro.
Yo, watch your left. Just watch your left.
Oh, good. Play new.
I just rolled.
Good. One's outer store.
I was straight for new.
Store.
And so you can hear it there that the comms were definitely flowing. Carolina Reapers sounding very cool, calm, and collected for the most part. So LARP ESPORTS, a huge hill to climb. I mean, down by almost 130 points, or a little under 130 points. So we're going to go and check in with LARP to see how they're doing with this onslaught that Carolina Reapers have going on. Let's go in with a listen-in with LARP ESPORTS.
No trophy, native time. He's on the little...
Yo, on the box.
Thank you, Our den.
I got time.
One shot.
I'm gonna pinch, guys. Play life.
I need a trophy. You get some trophy?
Yeah, I don't have trophy. I don't have trophy.
I'm
Top.
Nice. Top.
Here, one shot front, guys. Sirens. Alright, Sirens to the left there.
One's gonna go top, I think.
Look at pitching.
Top blue.
On you.
Top blue one.
Top blue dead.
One's on the blue
Over there.
box.
2 going new. 2 going new already. 2 new.
Yeah, I spawned a green.
So there you have it with the listen-in, LARP ESPORTS. Let me tell you what, folks. I mean, definitely LARP sounding a little bit more frantic, you know, just trying to have an answer for this onslaught. You can see Frio calling in that Hellstorm missile, currently with over a 2 KD at the moment. Man's got the gunny and the objective time, too. So Frio having, like I said before, a bang-out map 1. Oh, he does find one onto Grin. So still 43 seconds remaining on this P3. Carolina Reapers wanting to close out this map 1 here. Trying to find an answer, but a lot of them just getting cut down by the ARs and the NPCs of Carolina. But still, LARP able to at least get inside, get that scrap time. You're going to be able to avoid an upset of having a 100-point club potential. But as of right now, though, 21 points is all Carolina needs. And with spawns in their favor, you can see Frio pushing up extremely high. Unless Carolina is able to get a couple of choice kills, looks like the spawns and the potential match is going to be in favor of Carolina. But still, you never know. It ain't over until that scoreboard says 250, baby. Louis, though, with a huge double. Going to get traded out. BG alongside Sirens. Everybody kind of hanging out on this hill. LARP ESPORTS, only one potential push remaining. Two members are ended up falling. Tor in the back looking for an opportunity, but he gets taken down. 249, the contention is in. Siege trying to get the kill. Kryn on point now alongside Ant. Kryn finds two. Ant still staying alive, but he nades himself. And unfortunately, LARP Esports gonna be falling to Carolina Reapers Gaming 250 to, I think it was 101 to 102. Final kill. Best play gonna be going to Siege from the side of LARP. Yeah, BG caught him right there. I don't know what it is with Prone and the freaking NPC, but man. Map MVP definitely Frio. I mean, 37 and 17. Insane. Don't mind me, guys. I'm just writing stuff down. Kind of old school. Keeping it old school here. Oh, let me get my white background up here. So, yeah. So, like I said, pen to paper. 250 to 108. Carolina going to be going up 1-0. Just like the match you saw before, Raid, Search and Destroy going to be coming up next. And Carolina Reapers ended up actually winning. Look at that. They ended up winning 6-2. And Louis ended up going 14-4 on the same map. So we're going to see, obviously, different team, but we're going to see what the boys from Carolina can do. We're going to cut it to a quick intermission. Raid, Search and Destroy is going to be up next, and we will be back here momentarily in a couple of minutes. Hopefully, it's not as long of a wait as last time. Got some beautiful Skycam footage with the scoreboard there for you guys in the meantime. So don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a couple minutes. Carolina Reapers up 1-0. LARP Esports winners round 2. EWGL Season 3, Premier Division. Be back in a jiffy, folks. So, Carolina Reaper. Oh, here we go. Looks like it's going to be another draw again. LARP Esports now has 5 people. Yeah, there we go. We thought we were ready. Turns out we weren't. But, you know, you do get that on your bigger jobs. So, we're going to go back to the drawing board here and let everybody get themselves situated. When we come back, hopefully in a couple seconds, we will be loading into that raid, Search and Destroy. Don't go anywhere, folks. See you guys in just a bit. Welcome back. So a little bit of a reset, but finally everybody is where they are supposed to be. So Carolina Reapers on the left, or sorry, right. LARP Esports on the left. With the initial attacking side, grenades going every which direction. So right now Siege looking for an opportunity. So BG gonna be able to find one. Sirens gets taken down, or sorry, Sirens does get taken down. Louis as well. Last man standing is going to be Tor. Ooh, look at that, Tor, number 2. Don't know if he has an NPC or AR in hand, but gonna try to get up there as his goose is being cooked at the moment with an AR in hand, trying to find an angle. Gets taken down. So Carolina Reapers looking really good here. So BG going to be the one to open up the floodgates to start off. Currently starting 3-0. So right now, so far, Raid after one round looking really good. Multitasking, by the way. I'm keeping up on other games as well. Obviously want to let you guys know how everybody else in the Premier Division is doing. Obviously, we only really care mostly about Carolina Reapers, but the winner of this series, no matter who it is, whether it's Carolina or LARP, are actually going to be moving on to winners finals, which will be tomorrow. So definitely lots on the line, because if you win winners finals, you're guaranteed a spot in grands, which gives you a chance at winning couple $1,000. I think the prize pool's like $1,200 or $1,500. So, you know, based off of traditional tournament stuff, that's a pretty penny. So, can't really go wrong with that. But either way, LARP, Tor and Siege looking for BG. BG gonna be the one trying to get something going. Oh, he finds one. Oh, and he almost gets the second. I don't know how much HP Siege has, but let me tell you, that man got down to one shot for sure. Good golly, Miss Molly. Siege just kind of lying in wait. Oh, he gets the information. Oh, but he tries to push. Not going to be able to really get much going. Siege, though, from LARP, trying to get something going, and he does. So LARP with Siege opted to just kind of camp out that corner, wait for the push, and it works out in his favor. So Siege having a pop-off game himself so far, 4-1. So a little bit of an update for you guys as well. So unfortunately for the side of Houston Spartans, for the Premier Division, I don't know if it's Spartans Red or one of their academy team Black. So Iron 6 Esports ended up winning 3-0, taking out Houston Spartans Black. So they're going to be the first team to drop out of playoffs here in the Premier Division of EWGL Season 3. So fun facts for you guys. Look at that. But here we go. Round 3. BG finds one. Siege going to be able to find another person. A 4 streak for Siege. So he needs to be taken down if you're Carolina Reapers, because having that Hellstorm potential, definitely a little bit scary. Frio, though, hanging out by money. Knows the push is going to be coming in. Oh, and unfortunately, he doesn't get it. Siege on a 5 streak. Tor alongside Siege. It's going to be a 2v2. Siege just locking the hell in at the moment. My man probably sniffed a boom boom stick or something like that before this match, because let me tell you what, he wants to win, baby. Nobody wants to go down to the lower bracket. Louis, MVP of the raid against Spade Gaming White. Last match. Oh, he gets plenty of information. Oh, he finds one. Oh, and he almost finds a second. But Bomb's going to be down. So at this point, if you're Louis, you can pretty much play your life. I mean, you're forcing the player of LARP to come to you. But, oh, unfortunately, Louis not able to really capitalize on it. LARP going to be the ones to take them down. Siege really doing a beautiful job here on this map too so far, trying to get his boys on LARP to get to that 1-1 map record or series count, whatever the hell you want to call it. Some words. Ah, there he is. There we go, baby. We got some donut cams. Let's go with Krispy Kreme this time, not sponsor. But we do have the donut for Kryn from LARP. Siege is kind of taking everybody down, but he gets taken down. I don't know if he's going to have a Hellstorm to work with. BG 7-2 himself as well. We do got a breadstick cam potential for Frio and Ant from both LARP and Carolina, but still, Bomb going to be going down on that B site. 2v4 retake for LARP. So pretty big hill to climb. Oh, man, Sirens almost gets his freaking ticket punched there, but Kryn alongside Ant. 26 seconds remaining, still a 2v4 retake. Louis going to be taken down. Still 3v2. Number 5, BG, just kind of camping in the back, watching for the push. Information should be coming in for Carolina. Ant going to find one. Sirens finding the second, unless that bomb defusal is coming in, which it isn't. Carolina are going to be able to make this a 2-2 map count. BG, though, getting the last kill before bomb blowing up. So, right now, Carolina having a little bit more of an opposition here in this Search and Destroy. Spade Gaming, like I said before in that previous matchup, they ended up, Carolina came up on top 6-2, but Carolina ended up getting like 4-0 at one point. Like, they were walking away with it. So, LARP had a little bit more of opposition, but we got another donut cam. Kryn from LARP. Brother, you need to get a kill, because that's a big thing, right? It's 2-2. Luckily, you have Siege on the side of LARP really popping off, and you have BG popping off as well. But those kills only matter so much. So if Kryn wants to be able to help LARP get back in this Search and Destroy, get at least one kill. Be the bomb carrier. Get at least a trade. That's all you need to do. If you can make it a 3-3, your Slayers can do something. Which Ant going to be taking down Sirens. So LARP looking for an opportunity to plant on A here. Louis going to be hanging out over by statue. So unfortunately doesn't get a kill though. So LARP in a 4v2 situation. But unfortunately, BG going to be the one to get a sniper kill. Looks like one of the other players of Carolina is going to have a DC situation. So what would have been a 2v4 turns into a 1v4. And with that sniper in hand, unfortunately not going to be enough. So hopefully player from Carolina can get themselves back in pretty quick. Otherwise, you're going to be up the proverbial creek without a paddle, which we all know the name of that creek pretty well. At least you're me. I'm in that creek constantly, but looks like they're going to be canceling the match though. So remember this score line, guys. So before the reset, it's going to be Carolina 2, LARP 3. So we're going to see how that plays out. Let me get my white background going here. I don't have a camera. Like, I don't have like a microphone, or not microphone. Oh, multiple screens. Look at that. W production as always. But yeah, I have to use this white screen on my other computer monitor because I don't have a freaking light. But yeah, so we're going to get everything situated here. But like I said, so when it comes to the map count, if you guys want to be able to look at here, thank you much, production, for the screen. So LARP only needs to get the 3, whereas Carolina needs to get the 4. Right? And so just kind of keep that in mind as we head into the reset. But I'm going to give my voice a break. We're going to go into the raid Search and Destroy here momentarily after a reset. When we come back, we're going to see who comes out on top. If LARP's going to make it 1-1 or if Carolina's going to go up 2-0 before we get to Trip's Den. So see you guys in just a sec. Don't go anywhere.
Yo, I'm still here. This ain't over yet. You know what I'm saying? It's who I am. Let's go. Cause I'm a warrior. That's That's right. Yeah, I'm a warrior. Right. I'm a warrior. Yeah. Yo, I'm coming at you like an avalanche. Park machine, I've never lost a battle that I've had. Body armor like a soldier, I'm a champion. I'm the greatest thing to step out since the earth begun. Raise my fist to show my haters that I'm never going. Just as long as I keep breathing and my blood is flowing. The fire in my belly ain't a women's destiny. The time is now to take my chance.
LARP currently up 3-2. Carolina needing to get 4-round wins, and LARP only needs 3. So keep that in mind as we go ahead here. And Carolina going to be on the left, LARP on the right. So Carolina going to be your green arrows, LARP going to be your purple arrows. BG's going to find one right away. Bomb going to be getting planted onto A. See here, though, the double push. You're going to have players from Carolina watching, lying and waiting. But still, Tor getting some shots on target. Siren's watching the garage push, at least for a moment. Siege going to find one. Oh, boy. Sirens almost gets the jump on one. Oh, and he just runs away with his life, too. Still, though, 3v3 retake for LARP. Siege can be able to push on back. 2v3 Ant over in top laundry. Gonna be able to get the flank on the BG. The defuse gonna be coming in. If you're Louis, you gotta try to push for this defuse, but unfortunately, not gonna be enough. Tor gonna be the one to provide the cover. The defuse gonna be coming in. So, definitely huge potential there. Yeah, through the smoke, too. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. So, here we go, folks. So, I just want to give you guys some updates. Obviously, you know it's currently 1-0 here. So, Verified Gaming versus Omnia Ouroboros for winners round 2. Technically, we're in the winners semifinals here for both of these two teams. Well, I guess because there's 2. I don't know, freaking. I just work here. But currently, Verified Omnia are in map 3. It's a 1-1 count. Currently, the second half of the overload on Scar, and Verify's down 3-1. And when it comes to the other matches that are currently being played, Spade Gaming White and Evasive Shadow, they currently have their match going on as well in lower bracket round 1. Whoever ends up winning that one is going to go and play Unified Reality. And then finally, Infernum versus Cabal Venom. The winner of that matchup is going to play Iron 6 Esports in lower bracket round 2. So a little bit of a landscape for you guys, since the winners final, losers final, and grand finals are all going to be tomorrow. So EWGL wanting to close all this up for the regular stuff here. Oh my God, Louis really just having a hard time there. Oh my goodness gracious, as I'm yapping throughout that one. But here we go. Tor really, after the reset, flying off the rails here. So LARP Esports only just really needs one more. All right, love you, babe. Only needs one more, and they're going to find themselves with a 6-2 victory. So LARP really showcasing their abilities here on this Search and Destroy. Just because this might be potentially the last round, we got to give Frio, unfortunately, a donut cam. You know, I love you, buddy, but you're going to be the recipient of some Krispy Kreme donuts. Wow, look at that. He gets the grenade. Gets the grenade kill with some donuts flying in his face. Look at that, baby. So, Frio upgrading from donuts to breadsticks. Kryn from LARP also on the donut cam potential right now, but late in this round, you never know. So Carolina trying to get set up here, now needing to win out. They got to get 4 rounds in a row in order to make this a 2-0 series in their favor. Opting to take their time, though. Not really getting that bomb down just yet. You can see number 4, Louis, getting the bomb down. So it's going to be a 3v4 retake for LARP. Oh, here we go. Number 3. Frio, there he is. Frio getting blessed by the donut cam. only just a caster's buff instead of a curse. And finally, Carolina with a beautiful hold there. The first of 4 rounds that they need. That's what you like to see there. Alrighty, so Carolina Reapers, LARP Esports. Looking the 5-3. Is the curse gonna make itself known, or is LARP gonna be able to handle it? Tor though with a huge nade and finding another one, so it looks like the curse might not potentially happen, but you never know. We have seen this before. Tor, though, going to be able to get Sirens in the back. VG in a 1v4 retake. It is a Herculean effort, but it has been done before in the past. If you get your kills the right way, which number 6, Tor, going to be able to find him, and that is going to do it. So LARP Esports going to be walking away with a 6-3 victory. Tor, definitely. We don't have the stats for him fully for both times, but 6-1 post reset. So we are all tied up 1-1 in this series, folks. Look at that. Beautiful stuff there. All righty. So you can see their final scoreboard. One of the players from Carolina, unfortunately, leaving right away, but you know, you do get that on your bigger jobs. So LARP Esports making us a 1-1 series. So we're gonna be headed into the guaranteed map 4. So we got Den Overload is going to be the next map. So, but I'm not going to talk too much. I'm just going to cut it to an intermission. I got to go and get my son who just woke up from his nap. But when we come back, we're going to be loaded into a Den Overload, followed by a Den Hardpoint. And then obviously if it does go to a game 5, a Den Search and Destroy. So don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back momentarily as we load into a Den Overload in just a couple minutes.
That's right. 'Cause I'm a warrior. I can't be nothing less. Yeah, I'm a warrior. Let's go. Look, keep me steady on my feet 'cause I will never drop. All this sweat and all this pain will never make me stop. I got my dreams in my palm, I gotta hold them tight. I know my future's in good hands, I know my future's bright. I climb the ladder with my strength, I'm growing tall. Words will never hurt me when they try to make me fall. It's impossible to fail when you're already invincible. So come on, test me, I'm the greatest of them all. Come on. This the anthem for everybody who knows that they was born to be a fighter. 100% nothing less. Let's go. I'm a warrior. I'm a warrior. 'Cause I'm a warrior. I'm a warrior. I'm a warrior. That's who I am. I'm a warrior. I'm a warrior. 'Cause I'm a warrior. I'm a warrior. I'm a warrior. Yeah, I'm a warrior.
Oh boy, we got a double-sided bug for the Codcaster again, so it's going to be a little bit of a spicy map 3 for casting or for viewing purposes, so bear with us. You know, it's not us, it's Activision, so be sure to blame them for everything, right? But here we go. So, currently right now, Siege getting a huge double to start off. But right now, oh man, Carolina almost got cheeky with, or no, never mind, it's the opposite side. I thought they were on the other side. Like I said, man, trying to get Codcaster, it takes a second to get used to it, but once you're able to get used to it, you're pretty much good to go. But Sirens from the side of Carolina going to be trying to push on over through Dojo's side. Taking the 10 route was a pretty smart move, but unfortunately, you're about to get double pushed, but finds one with a pistol. Sirens finds 2. So Sirens, huge double. BG going to be there with the support. And let me tell you what, if it wasn't for Sirens getting that double with the pistol outside 10, that would have been it. Oh, I guess we're ending. I don't know what's going on. I don't get told nothing, but yeah, I guess for some reason they're going to be ending the game. So I don't know if somebody DC'd. It looked like everybody was there. So, you know, it is what it is. We're going to cut it to my... Maybe just cut it to my camera here. Oh, well, the entire team left. So, yeah, yeah. You don't get told nothing. I just work here, baby. The best excuse in the world, let me tell you what. But, yeah, so I don't know if they're just going to be going ahead and doing map reset, which probably is going to be the case. I mean, it was not even a couple minutes into the game. So, we're going to see... They did score a point. You know, production did point out that they did score a point. So, we might potentially have up 1-0 situation, but that's for people higher than me, pay grade wise, to make those decisions. But when we come back, we're going to be going into a den overload yet again, and Invictus just DM'd me saying that he is on his way back, so we might even have a potential duo cast here a little bit earlier than anticipated. So like I said, lots of Call of Duty action to be going on. When we come back, loading into the den overload. We'll see you guys in just a second. Don't go anywhere, folks.
Didn't know you could move like that. Got lost in your eyes too fast. Take the risk, I can't let this pass. Tell me about you, though I'm not the type to ask. In the club for broken people, let's say place. Faded vision, the laser fit in the space. Liquor, confused emotion if I'm okay. Feel the top of my shoulder walking away. Blood song, caught a quick glance. I know the feelings of a romance. Love at first sight, and the night is young. I just hope you're the reason. It ain't my drink. Smile while my drink go. Oh, she get low, dance slow. Tell the DJ turn it up more. We're not going home. She the one till we kicked out. Just turn it up more. When I die, don't leave roses on my grave. No superhero gonna come and save the day. Alter my mind to help illusion all the pain. Don't blame control it's whoever playing games. When I die, don't leave roses on my grave. No superhero gonna come and save the day. Alter my mind to help illusion all the pain. Don't blame control it's whoever playing games.
for you guys. So apparently,
welcome
CRG
back, ladies and gentlemen.
ended up,
I'm finally
or,
here.
you know, Carolina Reapers. Oh boy, here we go. Looks like, dude.
Back in on
you know
it
what?
again.
I love these guys. I love these players. I love this game so much. But let me tell you what, Activision, please, for the love of all things holy, for MW4, fix the Codcaster, please. Because let me tell you what, man, I'm maybe a little bit tough.
No,
but
it's unmuted.
all right, well, we're gonna be going back to the
on the
drawing
side.
board here as we are
though.
still waiting to get everything situated for this. So, all right, well, when we come back, Den Overload. See you guys in just a sec.
I can't hear him on the side.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So we are still kind of waiting for everything to get situated for this den overload. I'm being a little bit of a dad. You could say hi to my son who's eating his formula at the moment. But as of right now, though, it is going to be 2-0 for the round or for the map 3 in favor of LARP. So LARP actually, or sorry, CRG, Carolina Reapers Gaming, they actually ended up having a smoke, which is forfeit for at least one detonation. And on top of that, they have the wrong skins. So LARP is going to be up 2-0 once we do get this map underway. And also, too, we are joined by none other than Invictus. So welcome, brother.
Yeah, of course. And, I had to do some work today, early morning work grind, unfortunately, for all of those fans of the Carolina Reapers. I know I was supposed to be here. I unfortunately could not be. Work has been, a little bit taking my time right now, but nevertheless, I got to see the action take place. When I was at work, I saw that first series that they won in pretty dominating fashion. We head into this one, though. They do well in the hardpoint map number 1, and then after that reset, it just really was not in the cards for them for the S&D. LARP was just able to take it. And now, we have 2 resets coming into the overload. It gets even more difficult for the side of Carolina Reapers to have that mental reset, to come back in and, play to the ability that we all know they can. And the biggest thing is what is that mental reset going to be, what it's going to look like for that side, and how they're going to be able to bounce back already 2-0 down pretty early into the game.
No, absolutely. And that's the big thing, too, is that a lot of people don't really take in consideration that the mental side of esports is pretty big, right? So, I mean, it's one of those things that just like regular sports do. Like if things don't go your way and all of a sudden, you gotta, it's a uphill to climb. I mean, it's just like, man, what do you do? So Carolina, they're good players. They're good and they're capable. So hopefully they can get themselves reconnected and reset, because otherwise being down 2-0 already, that's bad news bears. So hopefully they can get things going for themselves.
For sure. Ladies and gentlemen, we are just waiting for that reset. I do believe we'll be going into it as soon as we get it going. But again, Carolina Reapers or LARP is going to be making that winners final. So it does determine, your bracket run starts, right here. You gotta, if you do lose this map, that loser's run is on the cards for you, and you have to walk through the fodder that is the loser side of the bracket. Those teams have been down there all day trying to fight for a spot into, the top 3 position. But unfortunately, we are still not ready to go. We'll be back in just a couple minutes. Actually, never mind production, giving me a little bit of a pump fake there. W production there. We are loading back in, so we'll head into that den overload with the side of LARP Esports up 2-0 right now in the game. And you saw the scoreline in the first respawn, 250 to 108. This is a team that definitely, is a scary team. They are a Neslo type of team if you're LARP Esports. Especially with being against the Carolina Reapers side, who has been so dominant in that hardpoint game mode. Map 4 is basically a formality for them. As another draw ensues, I don't know what we're going through right now, ladies and gentlemen. Hit him with it again, production, because it is not going well for us over in the casting booth right now, and it's really hard as casters even for the mental reset of this as well.
No, absolutely. And if we do, for the sake of production, if you guys are wondering, my camera is off. I'm going mobile with my baby here, but yeah, no, like when it comes down to it, right? Like all these resets and all this, as some would call it, torching. When you have torching that happens, whether it's intentional or not, things get really scuffed, and that's where, just trying to get over that mental hurdle. Like it's like when you're getting iced in football, right? Like, this is the best analogy that I can, is when a punter is about to try to kick a field goal for the game winning score. And if a team has a, timeout, they're icing the kicker, right? Just to try to hope that because he gets all discombobulated that he's going to miss the kick, and then boom, you're off to the races and you win. And this is kind of the similar situation, whether, even though it's an unintentional, the game itself is kind of being the reason why things aren't working. It still is like icing the kicker. So Carolina being down 2-0 for the map 3 because of a couple of unfortunate forfeits not benefiting them. You know, it's one of those things that there's only so much you can do. So hopefully Carolina, especially Carolina fans here on the Twitch, you know, hopefully cheer on your boys and they're able to bounce back.
Yeah, definitely so. And if you look at the bracket holistically here, it is going to be, you know, determined here. And on the other side, Ouroboros able to take down your organization there. Uper, unfortunately, Verified Gaming getting knocked down into the losers round number 3. We might see some action from them later on today, but we'll see what it looks like here for our second attempt of load-ins as well. We do have a little bit of an interesting one coming on in. The reset has been fully enacted, and we'll head into another try of the reload. The third time, fourth time is the charm here, I guess. But this map can be so difficult for scoring sides, so you definitely want to have the better side of scoring. And again, you're going to see the side of LARP take one of the players out, get double scores up before they're allowed to, you know, reenact onto it. This is something that we've seen before for the side of EWG. This is how they like to play their resets. It's going to be a double before they are able to even move on the map if you decide a Carolina Reapers. And it is going to be a reset that's going to be a little bit more difficult to deal with, as we will just wait here for this reset to happen. And then we'll get straight into the game here in just a couple seconds, as it is going to be straight back into it as you get to spawn. As you see, it is going to take him a second to get back to that spawn. And again, it is going to be the side of LARP up 2-0 as we start, and that will be the map, the round, and the game. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Carolina Reapers taking on LARP Esports, who is up 2-0 currently in the map.
That's such a cool way to do that. Like, I didn't know how they were going to try to pull that off, but watching that happen in real time, it's kind of cool to see behind the scenes sometimes how things work out. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, LARP going to be up 2-0. You can see gunfights going every which direction. And Carolina, especially after the resets, it's really going to come down to the mental capacity, right? Like, you're going to see what can we do to try to get that mental reset out of our head and, you know, back in the swing of things. You can see Carolina doing a pretty good job so far of getting stuff going in their favor, at least just for a moment. A couple of NPCs really coming alive, but Carolina looking to come back swinging.
Yeah, they're looking to come back swinging, but they need to have the kills go their way, as already LARP Esports around this EMP device, ready to try to capture it again. But it really comes down to BG. Can he get another one, though? That is going to be a crucial one for him to try to find, but can't find the one inside on that position. And again, it is a back and forth. 3 dead now for the side of LARP, as Tor able to collect onto a big 2-piece, and Siege there to swipe him down. That's going to be a full wipe for the side of Carolina Reapers, as it now gets very interesting if you're their side. Now 3-0 down, 1 more point needing to get enacted for the side of LARP to take us into halftime.
Yeah, and see that right there is just absolutely devastating if you're a Carolina Reapers fan. I mean, already down 2-0, you get fully wiped, and then all of a sudden it's a 3-0 and you're in favor of LARP. But, you know, we're going to see what the boys in green can do, trying to push up a little bit there. You know, unfortunately not able to get anything going, but I mean, LARP just looking fantastic so far after the reset. So Carolina needing a hope and a prayer to get stuff going in their favor.
Yeah, definitely need something to go their way, but unfortunately, the kills just not falling in concession for them right now, as it is another one. We're falling off the map. What are we doing? We're falling off the map. I guess that happens sometimes, but again, the hop and bounce over the try to capture that EMP device just doesn't happen. And again, LARP with the device in hand, trying to make it a wrap here, giving a little bit more pressure across the map, is the side of Carolina Reapers. If you look past that 50-yard line, they are definitely pushed up towards this side of LARP. You're not letting them breathe, but this could be the kill that matters the most, as it does get knocked down. That will be a 3 dead, and now it's going to be Louis by himself having to find 2, and he does! As he collects onto it, does get knocked down, but it does not matter. This gets stopped if you're the side of Carolina Reapers.
What a freaking Louis, dude. Let me tell you what. So just to kind of call back from earlier, against Spade Gaming White. Louis was like my MVP for map 2, 14-4, really making that NPC dance for him again, and he took an advantage opportunity there, got her going, and so stop the bleeding a little bit if you're Carolina, you know, not forcing that halftime just yet, but hopefully that little extra boost of adrenaline for the boys of Carolina, able to get her in, and they do. So hopefully Carolina, like I said, try to capitalize on that momentum. The boys' comms are probably flowing at the moment, and for that reason, we're going to check in with Carolina Reapers for a listen in, see how the boys are flowing after that little boost of momentum. Here, take it away, Invictus.
And nevertheless there, just saw what happened to Carolina Reapers when we opened this up. They go down 2-0. They're only allowed them to score one more, and they score 2 of their own as well, keeping it a very close game as we head into halftime. And we flip over sides, which is, you know, arguably, you know, has been the better side of scoring this whole year. We'll see if that does get enacted for the side of Carolina Reapers. They sounded a little bit dejected, though, in the comms, not really having that flow quite yet. And if you look at the kill board, it is the side of LARP Esports having a little bit of better going of things. 15-9 from Siege, as he needs to find a little bit more of these openers to try to help his team to get, you know, a little bit more pressure across the map. We saw halfway through that round, it kind of just divulged into the side of Carolina Reapers, taking over that 50-yard line, and BG, again, able to collect a huge 2. Can't get the third to go. Unfortunate wall bounce there. Just really does not allow him to get that kill onto the next one. As you see, a back and forth still ensues, trying to find a little bit more of this time to go, a little bit of this EMP device time to go their way, as Louis now pushed up towards his middle position, watching the spawn of the side of LARP Esports, but it does not matter. Tight ball game with 4 minutes left to play. This is very manageable for the side of Carolina Reapers still.
Yeah, Carolina, Carolina, like I said, man, they just needed that momentum swing, and after getting that first one, they're able to just kind of keep her moving, keep the bus moving, and before you know it, they're all tied up. So beautiful job by Carolina, as I'm getting peed on by my son. So Invictus, I'm going to be a dad for a moment here. If you want to take her away, I'll join you guys here in just a moment. But Carolina fans, let me tell you what, better be hyping up your boys in the chat, because they're swinging it, man.
Yeah, they're coming back with a fire, with a vengeance, as BG again with a big double up, make it 3 dead now, only 1 left up to protect this point, but his teammates here for the respawn are going to be close up, trying to find a little bit more of this play to go their way. But again, it is the side of Carolina Reapers that has the point for now, trying to figure out what they can do to try to score this. It's a 2v2 close to the point, and it does not matter. They get wiped down. It's LARP Esports that are able to take the fodder and push it back onto the side of Carolina Reapers. But again, this is happening. We saw it in the first half. LARP really not wanting to engage past that 50-yard line, and that's going to be the dagger for them if they cannot get out of this past this 50-yard line on the other side. It really needs to go their way. You need to find something. And actually, we should head into a listen-in with the side of LARP Esports and see what it sounds like for them, as it looks like another score could be potentially coming in for the side of Carolina Reapers. Let's head into that listen-in. That's a great score coming in for the side of LARP Esports. Fortunately, I do not believe that listen-in was going through, so we will see what it sounds like for we did not get to hear what it sounds like, but the casters did, and they sound very lived up that they got that score to go in. Now it's the side of Carolina Reapers. You got 1:50 left to play on the clock. You need to find these early kills, and it does not go your way. The nade does connect, but a team kill as well for Louis, and it is again a 4 wipe that's going to happen, and it's going to be another capture point potentially on in, and it does not matter for the side of Carolina Reapers as they are all falling here. It is going to be a very difficult one for them to find, but finally they wipe the kills off the board and are able to take back pressure past that 50-yard line of the side of LARP. Now just trying to find these next kills. Next man up, BG, trying to find a little bit of this kills to go his way on the window side. Does find one, make it a double as the team kills come on through, and Louis now left up by himself. EMP device behind him, needing to find this first initial kill. Can't get it on the slide, and unfortunately, with a minute left, this could be the dagger if you're the side of LARP. You need to try to capture this one to go your way. And again, it's just more of the action taking place across the map. It's a back and forth that still ensues. But again, the side of Carolina Reapers are not having the good side of things right now. They need to try to figure something out. They need to get the kills here towards P2 to even allow themselves to get into this one. But unfortunately, they do get them. They have the ENB device in hand, and we could be headed into an overtime, ladies and gentlemen. With only 20 left to play, the kills get wiped down, and we head back towards P1 to see who's going to be able to take map number 3 in a barn burner of a overload. It is a back and forth with only 11 seconds. You need to get on that device now, and BG snaps on that player, just not allowing them to have an opportunity. But an opening has ensued, but it does not matter. Overtime is what we'll need to decide our map number 3. Carolina Reapers 4, LARP Esports 4. One more point to try to figure out what's going to happen here in map number 3.
Man, let me tell you what, I'm back, by the way. So I did get peed on, but you know, that's kind of like being a dad. So appreciate you, Invictus, for stepping on in. But yeah, no, I mean, like I said, man, like this is an absolute crazy map 3, right? Like if you're Carolina, you're down 2-0 to even start, and now we're in an overtime. And let me tell you what, Carolina's best opportunity, if you're a Carolina fan, or even LARP, regardless of who you're supporting, your best bet is to just bang that detonation site as quick as possible. Get a bang out right in the end zone, because obviously if you guys aren't familiar with the overtime rules, whoever scores first, you then have that amount of time to be able to score. And if you do before the time runs out to 0, then you pretty much won. So right now, whoever gets the quicker plant or gets the quicker detonation, you're going to be in a pretty good situation. And right now, Carolina trying to set up that detonation pretty quick. You can see number 2 BG in the spawn. So it looks like Carolina, a sub-minute detonation. I think that might have been the dagger delivered to LARP in this map 3, unless shit really hits the fan. 38 seconds with like 10 of that to even get to the device. So it's to be an uphill battle for LARP here with the 38-second cap.
Yeah, it's going to be an uphill battle. That could be the potential nail in the coffin here for the side of LARP Esports. And unfortunately, you know, you've done a lot of good work here across the map through regular time and even through our overtime. But unfortunately, you go 3 dead, and that just spells the end of the round for you in that one. We'll see what LARP can do to try to figure something out. They are going to be on the worst side of things here to try to figure this out first. But again, the side of Carolina Reapers were able to score on the worst side of things with only 38 seconds. But the time now dwindling away. They need to try to find it as fast as possible. But the first initial kills do not go their way. And now it's only one player trying to figure it out. The nade kill connects. Hellstorm coming on through. But it does not matter if you do not have the EMP. It does look like that is going to be it, ladies and gentlemen, with only 7 seconds left to play. As EMP is going to go on in, and it does! Oh my God, LARP able to get the time with 4 seconds to spare. My Lord, LARP up for the clutch here as they're able to take it out and win in our map number 3.
Wow. Now, if you're Carolina, you're tilted. All right, let's be real here. Like, just talking from a player's, like, oh my goodness. Like, Carolina's got to be tilted, right? Like, now production is telling me that, or telling us rather, that there is a potential that they might challenge because they started with the streak in the overload, whatever the case may be. So there might potentially be a little bit of a back and forth with some tickets or something, but still, at the end of the day, no matter how you slice it, with only 4 seconds to spare and you walk away with a detonation, that is impressive. So obviously we're going to see if a challenge does come in, but no matter what, how you slice it, that map 3, chef's kiss.
Yeah, definitely an interesting map number 3. One of those things that we've seen before happen. It's a back and forth that, ensues across the map. And unfortunately, it just doesn't go Carolina Reaper's side. But again, a very difficult hardpoint team that you're up against if you're the side of LARP. You have to go up against them in this next hardpoint. Either way you cut it, it's going to be a difficult one. It's going to be a little bit more, difficult for you to try to find. And, I don't know, man. 4 seconds left to spare on the clock with them being down 2-0. Even if they do lose the map, if you're Carolina, it is still a crazy, crazy overload map. Something that we haven't seen this year at all so far.
Yeah, no, that was, no matter how you slice it, man, that was a crazy map 3, like with everything going on. Oh my goodness. And so, like I said, we're gonna kick into a quick intermission just to kind of see if, unless production tells us otherwise, we are going to be going to another den. So no matter how it's said that we're going to go to a game 4 or map 4 den hardpoint, followed by a den search and destroy if it does go the distance. So as of the current moment, Carolina Reapers going to be the ones down. But as you guys can see on that scoreboard here, 250 to 108 in the first hard point. So Carolina Reapers, at least theoretically, going to be on top. But we're going to go to a quick intermission. When we come back, we'll be loaded into a den hard point. So don't go anywhere, folks. See you guys in just a jiffy. Welcome back, everybody. We are back. So we're loading into the heart. Oh man, I keep getting pump fake, baby. Let's go.
Can we get one today, man? I swear to God, what is going
dude.
on today?
We're getting pump faked like it's going out of business, man. Holy mackerel.
Swear to God.
Well, that's what we're here for. That's why we get paid the big bucks, right? To pump faked. So,
yeah.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
we're going to let these guys figure it out. But when we come back, we're going to go into a den hard point. Don't go anywhere, folks. Before I start introing here, I don't want to get pump fake for a third time. I think we're good. Okay, I think we're good. So welcome back, everybody. So Carolina Reapers, I swear to everything on this planet. Oh, man, let me tell you what, guys. I am, you know what? Invictus, you take it away, buddy.
I don't even know what to say. I know that since the last update, COD has been kind of broken in private matches, so I am going to put it into that. That's all I'm gonna say. Maybe if a multi-trillion-dollar company actually cared, they would fix it, but it seems like they don't. So maybe that's it. You never know. I'm not bashing anybody, but COD, what are we doing? What are we doing, man? Come on. We're loading in people dead. Like, that just doesn't help. But again, Carolina Reapers down 2-1 right now, looking to bounce back after the heroics from LARP Esports in map number 3, 34 seconds, 4 seconds separating the difference there on the scores to allow LARP Esports to even win that map. and they had a hill to climb either way, but they're able to make that hill their own and put the flag in it for the side of LARP Esports. Unfortunately, we'll see if Carolina Reapers can bounce back here and make a play of their own. As we are loading back in, ladies and gentlemen, heard it straight from production. We will not be going anywhere. We'll be staying right here as a hopefully third time is the charm, because that's what's been happening lately. But again, nevertheless, it's just a little bit more of that thing that we have to figure out right now because of the game being the way it is. It is a little bit more difficult, and Uper, I mean, any updates across the scene in the bracket play going on so far?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So just because we're in the premier division, obviously I got that bracket up at the moment. So Omnia Ouroboros, as you mentioned before, beat Verify 3-1. Unfortunately, just because I know that they're my organization, Verify, they're because of circumstances causing them to having to forfeit out of the playoffs. So the winner of Unified Reality and Spade Gaming White is actually going to get a bye, moving on to winner or lower bracket round 4. So losers semifinals technically. Cabal Venom and Iron 6 Esports are still duking it out, and whoever is going to go there, they're going to be going to losers or winners round or lower round 3. And so obviously the loser of this game is going to go down to play the winner of that one. So not a lot too much yet going on, but we're hoping for, at least for the EWGL, they're hoping for playoffs in terms of Champs Sunday, essentially, winners, losers, and grand finals happening. So, but yeah, things shaping up pretty good if, overall, if depending on who you're supporting.
Yeah, definitely so. And if we take a look at the rest of the brackets, proving ground being decided here for winners round number 3, that winners final. It's going to be Omnia Onyx taking on Omnia XI in the winners final. So double Omnia top 3 finish. Definitely what you want to see. Shout out Viper for producing great teams as always. And if we head over to the other side, it's AOS, aka and S9 Gaming in the side for the challengers side of things, that being the B group, our old B group, and they are in the winners final there. That lower side of the bracket still being kind of decided. You have Defuse Gaming, Obsidian Gaming taking on each other right now. Reflex Zero Mercy and EWG Ascension also taking each other on, and they will either face off. If you're the side of Defuse or Obsidian, you will take on Barons Black, and if you're the side of Reflex Zero Mercy or EWG Ascension, you will take on CBEX. So hopefully those teams can find the wins, and hopefully we can keep on rolling here with bracket play, because it's getting very interesting as we head into the end of things here.
Yeah, I mean, right now, if you're Carolina Reapers, if you manage to bounce back, right, if you're able to do that, you're going to be guaranteed winners finals, like you mentioned, and then LARP is going to go and take on the lower bracket run. So, like I said, losers finals, grand finals, and winners finals are all happening tomorrow. So if you're LARP, let's say LARP ends up dropping the ball and goes down, they're still going to have to play 2 more matches today in order to qualify for Champ Sundays. So definitely lots of stuff going on across all over the EWGL. It's just going to take some time to get used to. Instead of having Group A, B, and C, it's going to be the Premier, the Challengers, and I think Proving Grounds, I think is the third one.
Yep.
So yeah, it's
you are right.
It's going to take a little bit of time to get used to that. I do love my A, B, and C. Keeps it simple, but definitely EWGL, really good year so far, I think, in terms of obviously production here to glaze these guys, Invictus and Dre with Crusader Boys, and overall, like with the lands, 2 lands happening this year. One of them still happening later in the year after everything is pretty much said and done, some postseason action. And just overall, EWGL as an organization and as a league provider has been doing pretty good. If you guys want to get on in the action, or the LAN server, if you want to get on the action there too, scan the QR code. I know that they're probably going to be running one more season after this one for some post-season action or post-game action, because when EWC happens, pretty much anything after that is gravy. But we are on production letting us know that we are loading in. So 4th time's the charm. I might crash out if this crashes out. We'll see what happens, but hopefully we can get everything underway here shortly. But I'm pretty confident. I'm gonna call it out right now. If the server doesn't crash, I'm calling it right now. Carolina Reapers are gonna win this 250 to 150 minimum. I'm going to call it right now and shoot my shot.
Historically, this Carolina Reapers team has been very, very hard to beat in a Respawn game mode, especially when it comes to hardpoint, as we are loaded on in. We're going to give it a second here, ladies and gentlemen, as the first bloods do go on out. The nades are collected, and it is CRG here on the hill time. It does not look like we will be getting a crash in this one. Toward trying to find that kill onto Louis. Can't get it to go as a contest comes on through, but it does not matter. LARP Esports able to knock him down, able to get into the hill time. BG able to get that kill through rotation, and P2 side already being collected by this side of Carolina Reapers, but they have players to deal with in the back of the map. And whoever takes on this team is taking on a force, and whoever wins that next map, Cabal Necros, is a very, very hard team to deal with. So, this is not a team you want to be messing with at all. Old evasive action team that we saw at LAN is the team that they're probably going to have to take on. I won't say it too far yet, but again, Carolina Reapers struggling a little bit here on the rotation of things, having to deal with the pressure into the back of the map. You can see already number 5 getting that kill on to number 2, and already a 3 dead. Now breaking the hill is LARP. They get all 4, and they're able to try to get into this time to collect.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And right now, Louis is really the one from Carolina that's really starting to come alive here in this map for Frio alongside him as well. I mean, the SMG duo from the two sides here, Louis and Frio, absolutely helping out tremendously. But you could see those Siege, Ant, and Kryn from LARP all definitely getting stuff going for themselves too. So at the moment, the NPCs are frying on both sides. The ARs for both sides kind of slowing down just a little bit, but you can see Frio trying to push out spawns, getting himself situated for this new hill. But LARP Esports 51 to 19. But as of right now, though, it is going to be Carolina with the P3 setup. So as long as you win your ones, you at least got a punter's chance to be able to get a lot of time on this hill. Frio pushing up, getting away with his life here from Dojo. Tor from LARP. Oh my God, absolutely beaming Frio. BG's going to be there, though, with the pickup. So right now, LARP able to get inside of the hill, albeit for just a moment, but finally Siege with the critical 2-piece on a 3 streak. Finally gets taken down. So yeah, Carolina just really getting scrappy for this P3 time. That's going to be a clean 3 down. LARP now having to choose on either pushing this time or going for new. And you can see number 8, Siege, all the way in the back pillars. Oh, he finds 1, can't get the second. Kryn going to be able to pick it up. So, I mean, LARP looks like they're just opting to go for the spawns for new. And it looks like it's going to be pretty good time, potentially, as long as they win their ones.
BG almost had a highlight reel there on that turn and burn, but it does not matter. LARP shut them down. If you're the side of Carolina Reapers, you need to try to break onto this hill a little bit more here, and it is not going your way as the kills come on through. Seeing able to give that one towards the front of the map, and Tor as well, just holding down this hill time, making sure he can get kills with that NPC from the close-up angles. And again, the kills come on through, but it does not matter as a pinstripe kill feed happens again, favoring the side of LARP as the contest comes on through. And now it's a little bit harder to manage. Ant trying to find something to go his ways. He spots out 1, trying to find the next man up for this side. It does not matter as Carolina, we're falling off the map, boys. We need to try to find these kills. They finally do. They get the hill time with 14 left to play, and that is a crucial one for them, as this time will not get them tied up, but it gets them damn close as we head back into P1 rotation.
Yeah, so after the first set here, looks pretty even. I mean, it's only a 10-point difference, so not really hitting the panic button yet on either side, really is kind of how I look at it, but still, these NPCs from both sides, I mean, Siege rocking a 2 KD at the moment, now make that even higher, 17 and 8. I mean, the man's got the gunny, finally gets taken down, but still, Carolina Reapers Gaming desperately needing to get inside of this P1. unfortunately going to be able to get in just enough, but not enough to actually get the kills needed. Siege still proving to be invaluable for this LARP esports squad, wanting to close out this series here in a 3-1 fashion, but Carolina going to be getting some time on Hill just for a moment, but Tor, between a grenade and some shots on target, going to be able to clean up the remaining members of Carolina. So Carolina, at least for the moment, they have spawns. At least they're spawning all the way in the back P3, but a huge two-piece from Louis. And as long as reinforcements come in swiftly, Carolina going to be able to get some type of position here on this P2.
Yeah, they're able to collect on to 3, and you know, they look good so far, but let's hear what it sounds like for the side of Carolina Reapers and what their comms are like on this P2, having to hold this down for a lot of the time. They bring themselves back into the map. Let's head into that. Listen.
One pillar. And outer, pillar and outer.
30 seconds.
Shut on time.
Bro.
Yo, in back time.
Oh my god, keep bump back flash.
On time.
Hurt time. I'm gonna go new up one.
20 seconds, yeah, but...
He's really big on time, close left.
Hit that with in the back. Get together, guys. I'm waiting for you, beat.
An outer.
Yeah,
We
bro.
cut it.
Word,
I'm gonna start for now.
World.
I spawned dojo. They're spawning
I
up.
have one dojo.
I have mid. I'm holding mid.
I have all lockers right now.
I'll get initial, guys. I have
One
time.
locker.
I have all mid.
Standing over.
One mid on me.
One on the
Heady,
heady.
on the heady, on the heady.
Heady
No,
dead,
two
heady
mid,
dead, heady
two
dead.
mid, two mid.
Right.
One locker.
Get up, you lucky. Yeah, you made
Bottom
it.
of you, bottom of you, bottom of you.
Absolute outer.
Wing around dragon. Wing around dragon.
Get off time, real. There's one's coming dojo.
No more.
Yeah, I'm gonna play through mid.
110.
Is that the listen-in for the side of Carolina Reapers? Still not out of this, only down 40 right now. Definitely time they could try to breathe back into it, but they need to find it here in this P3 or this P4, and they have not had the rotations on the second side of things here as well as they did in the first set. But again, they do get this last little bit of time to go their way, trying to just, chip away at that lead every time they can. Now only down about 20, trying to find a little bit more of this time, but the kills do not matter. Siege able to collect on 2. That's going to be a 3 dead here for the side of LARP, and it's going to be a clean wipe to try to, flish these guys out if you're the side of Carolina Reapers.
Yeah, right now, Carolina doing a really good job of chipping it away, but just like the first set, they had a hard time rotating to that P4, but BG with a triple kill, and then Sirens cleaning up the remainder of LARP esports. So right now, Carolina in a beautiful position for this last 30 seconds. If they hold their ground, they're going to have a pretty good opportunity to be able to get tied up. But just as I say that, you have multiple members of LARP able to get inside of the hill. You have BG now looking to try to get behind enemy lines, another 3 down. And so right now, Carolina Reapers just slowly but surely getting themselves back into this game. But let me tell you what, LARP, they are just absolutely getting the right kills at the right times, setting themselves up, and just ever so slightly being ahead of this Carolina Reapers squad. And remember, folks, if the Reapers lose here, they're going to go down to the lower bracket round 3 to either play against Cabal Venom or Iron 6 Esports. So whoever ends up winning that matchup. So if you're Carolina, you'd rather be in winners finals with Omnia Ouroboros instead of the lower bracket, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely so, because either team, no way you cut it, is going to be a difficult matchup. But we're still in this map right now. If you're Carolina, that's what they're saying. Caster, shut the heck up. We are back in this map. We are only down 3 points now, and we're about to take the lead, as it is going to be a rotation to P2 that really does matter as the kills come on through towards the front side of P1. But the last about 8 seconds is going to go the way of Carolina. They're able to collect onto it. They have a slight lead here as we head into the rotations, about 6 points as we head into P2. Needing to find these initial kills, though. That's Frio on the front side of things, trying to find the front kill. Looking to try to find a couple here. As he spots out players, giving them information, saying, hey, I'm here. You got to think my teammates are here as well. as it is going to be a 2-man hit towards the front of the site, make it a 3-man hit, but it does not matter. The back player does get picked up. They are all dead, and they get pushed back even further now, but Carolina Reapers looking to try to find something.
What a spawn flip. What a spawn flip for number 6, Tor. He pushed up too far. So if the Reapers are able to capitalize on that and get the right kills, they're going to get a cheeky 20 seconds in their favor. You have number 3, Frio, pushing up. Last man standing, unfortunately gets a team kill, but man, LARP overextending themselves a little too much in gunfights and going in favor of Carolina over on the P3 setup. So we got a tie game here, folks, going to this P3, and this could easily be decided here at this time. LARP Esports, but with a clean 4 down, they're telling me to get bent, Youper. You don't know what you're talking about, as now all of a sudden LARP Esports going to be firmly in the driver's seat holding on to this P3.
Yeah, but this map has flipped back and forth so many times, and BG with the play to make it happen as he collects 2, and his teammate gets the others as it does knock down for the side of Carolina Reapers. This is a crucial time to have the P4 rotations, to have P3 as well, as you can spot out players already coming up towards lockers, and that's another big double up for Louis as a 3 dead, make it all 4 dead now for the side of LARP. They're going to have to rotate and take on 1 man at a time here, as it is going to be a hard rotation, a lot to deal with. If you're Scenes, he needs to find at least 1 here before he gets taken out. He does get taken out, however, with nobody to show for it. But it is BG towards the back of the map. Now Frio towards middle part, able to collect 1, can't get the next one to go, as it is a back and forth, 20 seconds separating these 2 teams. You still have a little bit of the time. Louis for it, can't get it. And now, LARP with free range of the map. That is all 4 dead. That will possibly be the end of the map unless something can happen here for Carolina Reapers, as they need to break the hill. Now tied up. Now the lead back in favor of LARP. We have switched leads every hill we've went to in the later stages of things here. And now Carolina looking to try to find it, and they do, as they do have the hill time. Ant here for the last player for the side of LARP, as he does contest it, and the contest comes on through, but it's a pinstripe kill feed again, and now BG trying to go huge, makes the play, and he does. Carolina Reapers with heroics and a comeback to take us to map number 5.
Holy mackerel. That was a sketchy P4 there for both sides. Man, let me tell you what, that was great. Pinstripe kill feed, everybody just moving and grooving. Best play's gonna go to Siege though, 40 and 29 to finish out that that map 4. But we got ourselves a game 5, folks, on, you guessed it, Den. So we got Trips Den here. Hopefully, I swear, I'm knocking on wood. Let's hope we can get into the search and destroy clean as hell. But let me tell you what, folks, what a map 4. Carolina Reapers not going out without a fight. And man, that P4 got so mixy. I was just on the edge of my seat like, who's going to come out on top? Is LARP going to win this 3-1, or are we going to a game 5? And sure enough, game 5 happening, and got my cheat sheet, my old man Unk status cheat sheet going with me here too. So, but yeah, what a bang out map 4. Unbelievable.
Yeah. Crazy map 4. We changed leads 5 different times there from P2 to P4. So, I mean, it is a crazy map. Nevertheless, LARP really had it going for them. They looked a lot better than they did in map number 1. So, I mean, we head into it XND now, and LARP on the cards for the potential Neslo as well. They, have struggled in the hard point a little bit here and closing out games like that. We've seen this before from the side of LARP, where they struggle to close games out, where they have this, pretty big lead going into it. And, Carolina's not a slouch, not a team that you want to give that opportunity to. And you saw it right there. And that's just how it happens sometimes. That's how the cookie crumbles for sure in this one.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I got my son next to me all getting squirrely. I turned off his wrestling, so you got to love that. But no, Carolina right now, they're just with that momentum, right? And going off of, if we could pull up the scoreboard too, when it comes to search and destroy, Carolina, they had a hard time with that, that raid search and destroy. LARP was on them like white on rice. But now going into the map 5, with it being Den, potentially Carolina, if they're able to not have as many resets, you could potentially see Carolina take that momentum from map 4 and that adrenaline rush and to be able to get things going here in the map 5. So yeah, definitely Carolina at the moment, currently 2-2 for the score count for the series. Whoever loses this one going down to the lower bracket, which, mind you, I'm still trying to see if Cabal or Iron 6 have gotten their stuff together. Nope, not yet. Still waiting on the reports for those. But yeah, like I said, man, right now it is all anybody's game.
Yeah, I mean, 4 seconds separate us in map number 3, and 4 points separate us in the map number 4. And it sounds like we're having a little bit of the host cheese taking place right now. You know, sometimes, you know, being online Call of Duty, you want to have the best host you can. Unfortunately, they're arguing about which host is going to be on for our map number 5. But again, you know, 4 points separating us in 2 of our, you know, crucial maps here, in our Overload, in our map 4 hardpoint as well. And, you know, it just unfortunately goes one way and then it goes the other way. The pendulum of this map, of the series, has been swinging back and forth for both teams.
Yeah, no, 100%. And when it comes down to it, like, however you slice it, you know, this is the map, right? Like, we got Trips Den. Personally not a fan of that, but, you know, and it's been a hard hill to climb. I mean, just this series alone, because of all the resets, we've probably been here for about an hour and a half to 2 hours to begin with, if not longer. So I'm pretty sure both of these teams are ready for this series to be over. But as of right now, though, we're still waiting on the host to getting everything squared away. We're going to kick it to a quick intermission just to kind of give both of our voices some rest, because I'm pretty sure we're both going to be yelling at some point with these players and how they're playing. So when we come back, Den, Search and Destroy, loser of this matchup going down the lower bracket, the winner advancing to Champ Sunday. Don't go anywhere, folks. See you guys in just a moment.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and we head to a map number 5. Things are going to start getting interesting here for sure, as the slowdown has came out for both teams. LARP going to be on the offensive side first, trying to get that smoke out as quick as possible to make the play happen. It's going to be a spot out that does happen. Kills going on towards Tree, does get the first blood on for Siege. The trade out's there. Now 3 dead. Frio by himself can't get it done. Siege with 3 on the round. able to clutch up the first one for his side.
Man, we're already starting off with a banger, aren't we? So, LARP looking pretty good so far, because, yeah, I'm pretty sure LARP's on siege. But, yeah, I mean, look at that, dude. Freaking 3-0 to start already. Getting that kill streak going to potentially get a Hellstorm, which Hellstorms on this map, contrary to popular belief, they actually help. I mean, the biggest thing is that you basically have a UAV in your pocket. So even if you don't connect with anything, you still have an opportunity to know where the hell everybody's at. But LARP Esports going to be walking away with the first round victory. BG trying to get a cheeky grenade kill across map, but looks like Carolina opting to go towards the A site. Siren's almost getting his ticket punched there. Louis going to be forcing himself up through server. So still 3v3. Oh, Louis gets flanked, doesn't realize Ant's going to be there. So it's going to be a 3v2 retake for LARP. BG buys Lonesome, knows there's going to be somebody server or server area. All three members of LARP starting to creep up along those pillars, but Carolina, pretty good setup so far.
Yeah, Carolina has a good setup, but do they know the information is Ant on the sniper here? It's going to be a little bit harder for him to manage if he does get this potential plant towards A, and it comes on through. Now the retake going to be a little bit harder for the side of LARP Esports with everyone potentially here. Stun check comes on through towards server, knowing one player is at least here. Nade from downtown and able to collect, as it is now a 1v2 situation with the money on the map. And again, it is going to be the SMG that collects. Back and forth we go, tied up now at ones, as a 2v1 clutch comes on through for the side of Carolina Reapers with the SMG in hand. Seems able to get it to go. That nade kill, I thought, really spelled the end for the side of Carolina Reapers.
Oh, same. When I saw that grenade kill, I was like, where the hell did that grenade just come from? I didn't even hear a bank shot off the wall or nothing. So when BG got his ticket punched, I was like, oh, crap, here we go. Carolina about to lose it, but no. Sirens walking away with the victory there with a little bit of finesse, a little bit of swagger, I guess you could say. So Carolina definitely with a little bit of a momentum switch, hopefully get themselves going here. And finding a huge kill onto Frio. So LARP Esports choosing to go towards the A site as well themselves. Siege behind enemy lines, or behind their lines really, gets caught. BG gonna be pushing up. He finds one, finds two, so huge information for the side of Carolina. So we're gonna see what they can do, but as of right now, LARP Esports, 30 seconds with bomb down, 3v3 retake for Carolina. We're gonna see what they can cook up.
Yeah, and Louis passed the last player of the side of LARP like ships in the night. He ran over his head, but it does not matter. BG able to get the last kill and the defuse here. That will be another round going in for Carolina on their defensive side. You really got to think a 2v1 clutch has really played back for this side, allowed them to come back into it. And this is what you like to see if you're a Carolina Reapers fan for sure.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think if I just got the notification correctly here in the Discord, just a little score update for you guys. Cabal Venom in the Premier Division, like we're in now. Cabal Venom advancing to losers round 3, beating Iron 6 Esports 3-1. So that means the loser of this match is going to be playing against Cabal Venom, who, funny enough, started in the lower bracket. So they're going for a full sale in the lower bracket themselves. So currently they ended up winning against Infernum 3-0. So they're 6-1 for the day for map count. So that's not a good deal, whoever loses this one.
Yeah, and that team, you know, they started off very slow, obviously, but then they rebranded. That was that old evasive action team that we saw at the EWGL land that did very well, placed in top 2, finished, able to win the XP League, the ZGL through the loser side of the bracket, but this round already over, now favoring the side of LARP as we're tied up 2-2s. They're telling the casters to shut their mouths because we need to pay attention to the round. LARP absolutely running through these guys. You know, just a little bit more on that Cabal team. They win K7 from the winner side of the bracket, win, ZGL through the loser side of the bracket. So this is definitely a team that you do not want to play here when you head into the loser side of things.
Yeah, definitely. Whoever ends up winning. Oh, there we go. Not brought to you by Olive Garden, but we got a breadstick cam for Tor on the side of LARP Esports. We also got a couple of breadsticks, too, for Frio and BG, but Tor is going to be our breadstick guy for this round. But still, Carolina Reapers are still in it. I mean, right now, the biggest X factor, really, for Carolina Reapers, Sirens is absolutely carrying his team in the slaying department, but Firo and BG, they need to find at least one, or as a duo, finding one. But Kryn from LARP with a beautiful nade onto BG, but still going to be down a man. Louis going to find the one, but still, bomb going to be going planted down. 3v3 retake for Carolina. Frio trying to shoot somebody through the smoke. Oh, he's going to be able to find Kryn, punch his ticket with a headshot to hell. But you can still see there's at least one guy in the corner. Louis going to get some huge information. Oh, he doesn't get the kill. And finds one. Frio finds the other. And so Carolina, Louis being a little bit of a distractor for the other players on LARP to get distracted by. Definitely Carolina Reapers now another victory to their name. Up 3-2 in this map 5. I really think this is going to be a back and forth, and we're going to go to a round 11. But that's just me.
I mean, you have been right about every prediction so far. You called the reverse sweep in the C group last season. I mean, I gotta follow you, man. You have been pretty on point with all of them. So I mean, I've seen it so far. It's been a back and forth series. It's been a back and forth map already. BG now on the breadstick cam. Not sponsored by Olive Garden. What are you doing, Olive Garden? We need that sponsorship. Help us out. Help a player out, as we need that to go our way. It's BG looking to try to find something. Trophy going to collect onto the nades there, so not really any information really given on over. At least one player's here with a trophy to play, and it is going to be a little bit harder for these guys to get onto site. This has been the play from the side of Carolina Reapers here consistently. They love to go to this A site. They love to the bang out, the close quarter engagement of this map really plays to their favor when we head over to this A site. B can be a little bit precarious for them, as it is going to be a 4v4 retake. Sniper here, gonna try to find initial kill. Siege does collect onto one. Nade from a teammate. Unfortunate there. Siege with another one in the back of the map. Now Louis by himself can't get it to go, and we're all tied up again as LARP wins the round and clutches it up in the 4-man retake.
That was a huge, if you guys are looking at the bottom left of your screen on the minimap, that was a huge play from Siege. If you guys didn't notice, number 4, I think it was Louis or somebody else, was all the way in the back over by P2 almost, watching the cross, and you had number 4 for the side of LARP that pushed up. That was Siege. He got that huge kill. Unfortunate team nade, but that was the only loss that you really had. So Carolina was ready for the potential flank from P2, but unfortunately, Siege was able to prevail there as BG get another dose, get another serving of some breadsticks. Olive Garden, we need the Alfredo. Help us out. Sponsor us, please. Love you. But definitely Carolina at the moment. BG, I don't know what he's doing in the back, but he's hanging out. But we got a bang out push to B side. Kryn gonna be the bomb carrier. Smoke getting put up. And right now, Ant in a pretty good position for covering over on that dojo side. The stuns coming in every which direction. But number 7, BG, potential big flank from him, at least distracting the other players. Kryn gets killed, gets traded out almost immediately. BG finds one. Ooh, potential stair glitch. They'll get close to a stair glitch there, but Frio on the flank as well. Siege gonna clear it out, and so Sirens all by his lonesome.
Yeah, and we saw this man clutch a 1v2 situation already. Now asked to do it again for his side as the shots get laid down. The information given on over. They need to find this player as quick as possible, but it's not going to happen for Carolina. LARP now taking the lead 4-3 here in our map number 5. As Siege 10-4 right now in the match.
Yeah, Yeah, Siege has been the main X factor for his team, man. Like, dude's got the gunny, the NPC. He's hitting those routes. He's causing distractions, you know, helping out his teammates with getting extra damage into the other guys, easy cleanups. So, I mean, right now, Siege, the only person on double digits for kills. And what's even worse for Carolina is that 5 streak. I don't know if Siege currently has a Hellstorm to work with. No, he doesn't, but he's getting dangerously close. I mean, 1 or 2 more kills and having that pocket rocket to work with. Oh, but he almost gets his ticket punched. 17 HP. So Sirens just lying in wait, but definitely going to be going towards the B site. Siege finally gets taken down, so you don't have to worry about that Hellstorm anymore. Louis looking for some opportunities here for his team. Try to open it up, but Tor in the back. This might potentially be disastrous. Oh. Luckily, the gunny from Frio shooting down that flank, and it's going to be a 2v4 retake for the side of LARP Esports.
Yeah, now making a 1v4 retake. You know where the last player's at. He's been here consistently. You just got to find him, and you do so. Now tied up 4-4 here, ladies and gentlemen. We get deeper into this map. And so far, it has been nothing but a bang out back and forth. Both teams really having their tickets punched and also being able to punch the ticket as well, as it has been a back and forth so far. And we are, you know, a couple of rounds of deciding who's going to be headed into that winner's final and who's going to be headed to the loser's bracket to take on Cabal. We'll see what that looks like here in just a second. 10-5 from Siege right now. He does not want to lose this map, especially being past that double-digit mark. As he's basically double positive right now, looking to try to find a little bit more of these kills. It is going to be one towards mid, but again, it is going to be a trade-out kill that does happen. And so far, so good. Players from the top able to collect, though, as BG able to get a crucial 2-piece, playing with his SMG brethren in Louis to help with that trade-out kill, and now left up in a 1v3. Siren by himself, trying to find something.
Oh my god, yeah, that was a huge flank from BG. I just saw it too. I was like, oh, this guy's about to, you know, get 4 freaking coins for the boatman for those 2 guys upstairs, because let me tell you what, that was a crazy flank. But Kryn still alive, able to find one, at least able to get away with his life. And now at this point, it's either do you overextend yourself and try to finish the kill, or just try to hold out for the best. But Kryn still gunning, looking for the kill, but unfortunately not going to get it. So Carolina Reapers 1 round away from securing this series and moving on to winners finals. And let me tell you what, I have a bad feeling. I know we're on Carolina's Twitch. I'm just going to keep it real, folks. I have a bad feeling LARP is about ready to make this a round 11.
Yeah, potentially, though. But the last 2 rounds have really gone Carolina's side. You know, the 4v1s have been really the dagger for the side of LARP Esports. They need to play off these trades a little bit more effectively if they even want to take us to that round 11, or we will see a Titan rise again. This team winning our last season as well in this A group, able to take it out, looking to try to find a little bit more of the information as First Blood does get enacted here, make it second from the side of LARP. Siege able to collect onto a crucial double up. Now BG trying to find another one, can't get it to go, only left up the
Ace.
1. We head to a round 11 ace for Siege as well. Now tied up. Round 11 we go. Will a Titan fall,
I didn't do it.
or will the Titan rise? We'll find out in just a couple seconds on who is gonna be able to take us the distance here and win it.
Do we have any like round 11 sound effects you'd like to play, production? Because this is a pretty big deal. There we go. It's the Undertaker, baby. Siege wanting to take down the Carolina Reapers, bring them down into the grave. This is like a grudge match, folks. WWE status coming up. Siege 14-6. This is for all the marbles. It doesn't matter what the hell you did this entire series. Carolina Reapers looking to try to prevent a tragedy.
Yeah, looking to try to prevent a tragedy is really what they need to do. But again, it is all about first bloods here. You saw what happened in the last round. Siege was able to get first blood, and he just plays it effectively after the fact. And now, towards the middle part of the map, you can already see Siege, number 4, on this flank route. Number 5, picking it up, though. Frio on the backside of the map, just waiting for something to get enacted. Information given on over to both sides. Is the plant going to come on through? As 5 and 8 gonna wrap this right past, I do believe, Siege, as Siege is not gonna get the timing here, and he's just gonna be left in the dust. And as it is gonna be a wrap fully for this side, and BG now the only one left up over here. Free plant for the side of the Carolina Reapers, and now the retake is on. We saw this happen again, and it is gonna be the Carolina Reapers that are able to get 3 in the feed, as that will probably do it unless some heroics come out of Siren again. It needs to happen here. And Frio knows where he's at, just doesn't want to overextend. Give him a freebie here. He spots him out, and that will do it. Carolina Reapers, the Titan, will not fall today as they punch their ticket to a top 3 finish. And that will be the side of LARP getting knocked down into that lower side of the bracket against the team nobody wants to face and losers.
Little extra sauce there for the side of LARP. I mean, if you're Siege right now, you've got to be fuming. 14-7, a 2 KD double-digit performance in this round, or in this game 5. But man, let me tell you what, unbelievable comeback for Carolina Reapers Gaming. Only for the standpoint, like if we just break down the numbers just real quick, I mean, Scar, you know, you could see up here 250 to 108 for the first map, and then going into the raid, it was 1-1 in favor of LARP because they won 6-3, and then somehow, by the grace of God himself, LARP Esports by 4 seconds able to win it in overtime on the overload, and then again, another 4 seconds, Carolina Reapers able to walk away with a victory in map 4, and then going the distance as hopefully, and I called it, I'm really hoping that I didn't jinx it, but luckily it worked out for Carolina Reapers, but going to a round 11 and winning it 3-2. So Carolina Reapers are going to be taking on Omnia Ouroboros for winners final tomorrow. And then LARP Esports is going to be going down to lower the losers round 3, and they're going to be taking on that dreaded Cabal Venom squad, who has been playing all day, starting in the lower bracket, and are currently 6-1 for map count, 2-0 for wins. So a red hot Venom squad from Cabal. And LARP obviously having that, even though it's a loss at game 5, that's a lot of reps. So that should be a banger of a matchup. But Carolina Reapers, as of today, they're all good to go. They don't got to play until tomorrow, so they can kick back, relax, drink a beer or two, or whatever they do.
Yeah, definitely. So, you know, we talked about that side. If you're a LARP fan, still in the stream as well, we appreciate you guys as always for staying tuned. But that LARP team is going to have a hard one to manage here against Cabal Venom. You know, it's a tough team. We've talked about them before. We saw them do very well at EWG LAN number 2, taking out that second spot in the land, only losing to Carolina Reapers. And it was a very, you know, one-sided affair in that grand final. But again, a team that you do not want to fight up against. They won ZGL through the loser side of the bracket as well. They won K7 League. They won the Misfits League. They've won everything so far here in Discord's league, obviously under a different organization's name. They changed names, but they're still the same team. They're still a very, very hard team to face up against, and we'll see if they can do so if you're the side of LARP.
Yeah, no, definitely. And so production's telling us we can go ahead and go in for an interview. I'm going to leave that up to you, Invictus. You want to go and you want to do an interview today?
It looks like there's only one player there for Carolina Reapers we will catch an interview with. So we're going to head to a quick break, get all the interview stuff set up, and we'll catch that interview with the side of the Carolina Reapers in just a couple of seconds. We're going to head to a quick break. We'll see you after that. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like there will be no interview, unfortunately, for the side of Carolina Reapers. They, however, do move on to that winners final, looking to try to repeat what they did in the last season of EWG. They were able to win it. And, like I said, a Titan had to go through some fodder there in the semifinal against the side of LARP. But again, a team that does not need to be slouched on is LARP as well. But they head into that loser side of the bracket against a team that has been dominating as of late in losers runs, in lands, and in other Discord leagues as well. So it's not going to be an easy matchup. Nevertheless, no way you cut it. Definitely an interesting one here, though, as we break it down. Obviously, I didn't get to see it all. But again, the side, we head into that scoreboard look of things, and we talked about it a little bit here, but it really needs to be reiterated. 4 points separating us in 2 maps there. 4 seconds, I should say, separating us in 2 maps in the overload. And in that map number 4, decider map, potentially, if LARP does win that, they win the series. They move on. But unfortunately could not clutch it up against the side of Carolina Reapers. Just one of those things that does happen. And for this side of LARP esports, it is not a bad series. You need to have the mental reset for sure when you head into the loser side.
Yeah, especially considering the fact that the team that you're playing is a team that has been proven time and time again to be absolutely demons, both on LAN and online. I mean, for the EWGL LAN 2, like you said before, evasive action now considered to be Cabal Venom. That team they got second place. I mean, yeah, it was only 12 to 16 teams that competed at the LAN, but still the fact that you went to grand finals, and yeah, you did kind of get ran up a little bit on that grand finals, but still the fact that you were able to do that, and then the K7 League, so all this other stuff, that is a monstrous team to go up against. And even though you had this loss here, it is going to still be an uphill battle regardless of how you swing it, because that team's only been in lowers this entire time. So you had your mulligan, you don't have it anymore, no safety net, no parachute, and you're free falling, baby. But real quick just to kind of give you guys a quick update, Spade Gaming White ended up beating Unified Reality 3-2. So, and Verify Gaming, like I mentioned before, they unfortunately forfeited round 3. So Spade Gaming is going to get a little bit of a boost going to losers semifinals. And so fun facts there.
And also, just to touch a little bit more on that Cabal team, they've been in this position before in online leagues as well, in Zoned Out. They started in losers. They ran it all the way through, winning every single match they possibly could. They only had one chance to, if they lose, they're done. And they were able to do it all the way through. So again, a team that does not shy away from these loser bracket runs. Definitely a team that you're going to have to deal with. And if we look across the league, I mean, matches still being decided here in losers round 3 for a challengers division, and losers round number 2 here for the proving grounds as well, still being decided, still being played out. So definitely a lot of matches still to be taking place. Make sure you go check out some of the homies. I know Graf is streaming a lot of the day-to-day. Make sure you go check out Clam, Graf, my boy Peek Me, all of the people that are going to be streaming the event today. Make sure you go and check those guys out, and make sure you go and show them some love, just like you've shown us some love here as well. We appreciate you guys as always. Big shout out to Youper as well. Man, I can't say it more. You are a absolute gem of a person. You came in here on short notice and did the work that, a lot of casters probably would have been a little bit, scuffed about. But again, you came in and you did what you needed to do by yourself. I appreciate it very much so. Unfortunately for me, I just had work to, that needed to be done. But we do appreciate you nevertheless for doing that and taking the time out of your day to do that with your busy schedule. And a big shout out to Dre for, doing all of the production that you're seeing on the screen as well. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you go show him some love, because he's definitely one of the top producers here in the online scene and LAN scene of Call of Duty. Make sure you go show him some love for sure. We appreciate him as always. And ladies and gentlemen, we will catch you tomorrow with the grand finals, the decider of who's going to be taking home the money, who's going to be taking home the rings. We'll see who it is in every division. We'll find out here tomorrow. Make sure you're live and direct on the EWG stream. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Yeah, we're going to be covering Carolinas as well, so make sure you stay tuned for those. I do believe that's going to be on EWG stream, though, and not on Carolinas. We might, I don't know what's going to happen. There's a lot of matches taking place. Make sure you stay tuned to every Twitch that you're following, because it's going to get interesting nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate you as always. Youper, anything you want to say to the people before we head out of here?
Not much. All I know is that tomorrow is going to be banger after banger after banger, right? Like, it's going to be, insanely crazy, insanely busy. So I'm just really happy to help you guys out. I got nothing going on. I just got my two sons. My oldest is being really jealous because I'm talking right now, so I'm trying to keep him calm instead of dive bombing me to get my microphone. But yeah, no, like I said, it was a huge honor. I really appreciate you guys, and obviously be sure to follow these guys anywhere they are. Crusader Boys Entertainment, EWGL, Carolina Reapers, the whole 9 yards. All you guys doing pretty good stuff. So, but yeah, hopefully I can do some casting tomorrow. Maybe I'll see you guys on Maine, potentially.
And as always, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you for joining up. We will catch you tomorrow here live and direct on the EWG main stage. We'll see you when we see you.